Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lost Forgotten channel. Today it looks like there's going to be a storm. I've been trying to keep quiet about this storm because it's special, and I didn't want to have my anticipation of it ruined. But I've been talking about this storm for a while. We're going to discuss that in the track of the
Lord, it takes my pain back to breathe out of another thing. I know, oh Lord, I know it's in my heart and baby down in my soul. You, baby, you can't take it no more. No, I know I'm walking out that door the way it treated me too many times before. Don't you know you love me, baby, too? Oh, you know I want you there, I want to be right there with you. I know I gotta keep you by my side today I die. Cause baby, ecstasy is in my hand. Oh, when I'm holding yours in mine and walking in the sand. Oh, baby, you know it's fine. Oh, now you done and piss me off. You ain't done something you shouldn't have done. Baby, I'm mad. I'm going on. Oh, I'm going on.
Just hold on there for a second. First of all, who the fuck are you? Second of all, you're incoherent. Third of all, you're speaking to the living God as though he gives a shit. Anyways, so Welcome, boys and girls, infants and angels, to the Lost Begotten live stream of all kinds of stupid crap, apparently. And I'm just going to go ahead and ban whatever that was. But, you know, I guess we're about to find out if maybe just the weather can get, you know, a sane amount of, you know, like a non-legally actionable suppression level of, views and stuff. You know, 3,000 fucking subscribers. Let's see if anyone gets notified of a broadcast for a change. Anyways. So, today we're going to be watching some local news whenever they get back around to the weather. And tracking a storm that I has dreamed of for quite some time now and told y'all about several times. So here we go. That's just nonsense with no audio.
It's what it's the river levels, which to us is actually not nonsense because river levels affect how much water we retain on our land here. Because if the rivers are rising and they're too high, then we don't have any drainage.
Yeah. You know, I often wonder, like, what the strategy is behind these trolls that come in here just to fucking spoil my moon and you know, like, let me just ask, like, is it supposed to detract from me somehow for me to identify myself and to not coddle you with my passive half-ass warnings? The hour is late. And every time you fucking morons do that, you just make it worse for yourselves. I'm tired of this shit. So, ooh, look, pretty car. Happy thoughts. Yeah, well, you know, and everybody else needs to get the fuck on the ball with stopping these Russian trolls because my, you know, wrath against them, it's gonna get fucking messy, isn't it? And everybody who's been watching this channel knows I've been fucking just about to lose my shit. And when I am just about to lose my shit, and then I just, stop talking about it. And just decide, oh, no. What am I worried about? Everything's gonna be fine. For me. Now you got hurricanes hitting all over the fucking place. You got earthquakes hitting all over the fucking place. It's gonna get worse, too.
And right now, minimum pressure 976 millibars rapidly dropped today. Once it hit that hot water, that deep area there in the Gulf of Mexico, that's up to 85 northwest of 10, 305 southeast of Corpus Christi, Texas. And what you're going to notice on the model there, an awful lot of uncertainty. You can see where 5 of them are taking it back across southeastern areas of Texas and then possibly advancing it that way. Also agreement, however, that it will go into the Texas coast. Will that occur? Well, here you can see it Saturday right around the 1 a.m. hour. It's here. And then you move also through Saturday right around 1 p.m. Look at that, a Category 3 storm 2, as that will have the possibility of 20 to 30 inches per week and possibility of 30.
Are you fucking serious?
In effect,
including Corpus Christi, Brentwood, McAllen, and those areas too, all the way up even into Victoria to Galveston and Houston, all feeling the impact of this massive storm. This is one model run, and what it is identified is the possibility it rolls into the Rio Grande Valley, the Big Bend area. Then it kind of stays there. However, the dynamic that is in place here is the ridge of high pressure that is setting up to the north that is going to drive that to the south. Here you can see once again where your storm and wind change is going to occur. And with that note, those are running in excess, as you can see, of hurricane force winds lasting there. Let's look at Futurecast and see what it shows. You know, we've been talking about as it locks up right here, it continued to provide that avenue for the storm to move. And in doing so, that occurring again as we come into the evening hours, noticing once again it moved across there on the Futurecast has it a little bit faster than what the former model run was showing earlier. So that's what it'll do. It'll continue to band those showers our way. But folks, I don't think we're going to get the spread of heavier showers, obviously, that they're going to get in Lake Charles and southeast Texas. This is something we're going to be able to handle from 5 to 7 inches of rain, not all at once, but scattered and staying with us through even Thursday of next week. That's what we'll be dealing with. So Hurricane Harvey, main threat, 4 to 7 inches of rain by Wednesday. We can handle that, subject to change, because we do not know where it is going to do after it rolls into the weekend. Forecast holds, highest amounts could be south of us. And once again, we're going to continue to encourage you to stay in touch. So it's a combination Friday of sun, clouds, and showers. And then on Saturday, 89, we'll have some returning heat and increasing showers. And we'll hang on to the showers, too, with wet weather projected into Sunday. Back to your weather in the area today, 90 degrees daytime high, 74 the overnight low. And outside right now, a big batch of showers roll for the city. They're now tracking west, knocking that temperature down to 80 degrees. Here's your radar. There's the storm. Once again, it'll continue to band those showers across South Louisiana and southeastern areas of Texas in the short term. But notice once again, we're picking up some heavier showers off to the north. That's that area I was referencing on the tower cam that is just across the river, moving through Rosedale. Here you can see where your showers are too. So with that noted, surface map indicating that, forecast indicating lots of clouds, possible showers, and then tomorrow we'll take you back to 90, more clouds, afternoon showers. The extended forecast is picking up that wet weather into the weekend. So we just got to monitor it and see what happens. Best case scenario, deep in the heart of Texas, maybe Mexico, but we'll have a better handle on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, Pat, thank you.
The Saints are coming home for a preseason game Sunday.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, yes, to click some reverb, echo, echo. And now I'll hit the mute on that other mic. So, oh dear. Earlier, I was being absolutely obnoxious. I know that's a big shocker. But, I had the Claire thing on here like this. Let me see what the fuck is going on. Alright. Go away, go away. Yes. Oh wait, no, don't go away. No, you go away. You don't go away. Alright. Ooh, look at all that spiffiness. It almost looks like I kinda know what I'm doing, but I don't, so. Anyways. What was I going to say?
That you were being obnoxious.
I'll believe that. No, earlier I had the transparency on, and they were doing interviews like on Morning Joe, and I was using the transparency to like reach over and pick their noses, and like I gave one of them a haircut. It was great. But yes. What the fuck's with this moron here? Huh? Why was the what?
The calm. The calmer.
Why must there always be the morons?
The mer calm.
Just
But
the
the calm.
morons.
The calm.
But the morons.
But the mer. The calm. The mer.
Okay, so anyways, let's get this fucking record. Get the wrecking tingle and it's 3D.
So can I point out something
Swedish
why
chef.
I really don't like this particular channel? Ow. Well, I don't particularly like this channel for the weather. Let's see, we have bunny ears, and as you can see, it's really hard to actually have something uninterrupted without, like, the antenna going all wacko.
Or your husband being a moron.
Right. But so the odd thing about that weather report, so they showed the change in the spaghetti models. You remember we looked at the spaghetti models last night and it all had it going to Texas and then just kind of stopped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's been a change in the spaghetti models where one model has it coming back to the Gulf where it is right now, right? One spaghetti model has it going where Mr. Shingleton there said it was going to go, like how he showed the projected forecast and had it like moving across
Right.
Texas and into Mexico.
Right.
Every other model, including the European model, which has been proven to be the most accurate of all little spaghetti models, has them coming
Well, they're always the best looking.
this way. All of them have it either coming back in the Gulf and then moving up to Louisiana, or just shooting straight across. One model has it coming right through Baton Rouge. But he's going to
Yay.
go with the one that goes to Mexico.
Sounds exciting.
I'm just saying, that's odd.
It's really not odd when you think about one of their primary jobs is to not cause economic strife.
Okay, well, there's a difference.
They always have to wait till the last minute, basically. Like, they have to. Like, they're required by the FCC, or else they'll censor them. Because the FCC makes the determination on what can be put on the airwaves, and they can actually basically censor all of the internet, all of the radio waves, all of the television waves, based on what affects the economy.
Well, the thing is, like, it's one thing to incite panic and economic, whatever the hell it was that you said, and it's another thing to leave the people so uninformed that when, you know, they wait till the last minute, it's too late. And all of a sudden, instead of relying on the government to coming to help, we thankfully live where lots of people like to fish, and people, you know, forget their hatred for a little while and go and rescue everybody in their little boats.
Just bear in mind, a lot of times it's the local people will want to warn, and they'll be told, no, you're supposed to say this. That's what the National Weather Service wants you to say now. And, well, who did Trump appoint to fucking...
What?
The FCC?
What?
Federal Communications Commission?
Has that not been disbanded yet?
Yeah, right.
I mean, what? And God knows, you know, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Agency place, NOAA, they're just losing, you know, departments left and right, getting just dismantled. So, I don't know, that might be, you know, nobody knows because, you know, the people who are supposed to know are gone. Because, you know, climate change ain't real. Fuck's sake.
So, anyways, I guess before we put some weather back on and try to eat dinner here, so since I started this channel, I've been referring to a dream that I had starting in 2004, and it began with like me kind of calling exactly when my oldest sister was going to die, and then I had a dream about exactly what happened with the Boston bombing, but like it was so far ahead of when it happened that it, like, I kept on trying to look up when there were going to be marathons in Boston, and I was like, just judging from the building, just the buildings around it, like I was trying to say, well, what other cities might it be, and I obsessed over it for a couple of years. Just, you know, whenever I thought about it, I don't know. Obsessed for me is a very ADD, lackadaisical type process, you know, the Capricorn's version of obsessing, you know, when they get time for it. So, this first hurricane came when I was living off of Brownsville, and kind of just ran straight aground, went up out in Corpus Christi. And I think it was when I fell asleep watching that weather broadcast, I had this continuation of like a reoccurring dream that seemed familiar, but I wasn't sure when I first had it, but that's definitely the last time that was like the big time I had it, and I woke up in cold sweats and I had to put on the weather. I was like storm paranoid. And then just a couple of weeks later, as I was moving back to New Orleans, Katrina hit. And that was just a couple months after I was in New Orleans, warning my stepdad that the water was going to be up 3 feet below the top of his roof. And that's exactly where the water wound up being, down there in Araby where he lives. So anyways, the crux of the dream, because it was a very multiple layered dream, it was all kinds of different news stories, all kinds of different stuff that I've been prophesying ever since, okay? And I've definitely added a lot of prophecies to it, and they've all panned out too. So, you know, this prophecy really kind of fucks with me. So the gist of it is there's an upper level low, which y'all saw a couple of days ago, right where this guy is now sitting. A couple days ago, it was thought that the upper level low was going to continue to shear this one until it made landfall, preventing it from strengthening very much. They were expecting maybe a Category 1 hurricane by the time it made landfall. So this upper level low stayed in place and merged with it. And that's exactly the dream. And in the dream, it hits right by Corpus Christi, then goes up and comes back out and around and up and out and around, and it just keeps getting bigger. And it just kind of skirts along the whole coast. And I've been sitting there every time there's a storm and like it looks like it's on the right path and there's another upper level low next to it, I'm always sitting there talking about this damn dream. Like, how many times over the years have you heard me talk about it? Like, every hurricane season?
And then some.
So, this here, this whole, let me see what I can do here. What did I learn from the transparency thing?
That you can pick people's noses.
Yes. Maybe I can pick the storm's nose. Okay.
Harvey. That's the name of it, right? Harvey?
Yes.
Harvey.
Where's the other damn webcam? Okay, there we go. Alright. So I want to be able to gesture over this thing, so I'm going to check it out. Click on color, and this thing right here. We'll make it transparency-ish. There we go. Alright. So, hey look, I'm a weather van. This whole area right here is basically where this upper level low is. There's a high pressure low, an upper level high up here, and another high pressure on the other side of this tropical wave coming from this way, right? And this whole area is starting to band now, because basically an upper level low has merged with a tropical storm without getting sheared apart. And you can see there's this just massive circular area there. Hold on, let me get my fat head back out the way. Alright, so yeah, there's this massive section that's basically from, I don't know, looks like the middle of Louisiana, right where we are, and then all the way to the Texas Panhandle, and it goes all the way out to that funnel boundary that's over Cuba. So it stretches from the Panhandle of Texas to fucking Cuba. That's the biggest storm system I've ever seen. So in the dream, what happens is basically, this is our spot now. This is like, and I've, I know this is probably going to seem familiar, now that I put it in that phrasing, because that's how I put it before, was C spot. And, you know, like Jupiter has a spot, you know, like, yeah. Because, the phrase, be careful what you wish for, just, nobody ever really seemed to get the hang of it, you know? And that's kind of tedious. Oh look, I'm not even in the right thing. Jeez. Okay. I'm sitting there trying to think of what I'm trying to say while fucking with the computer. It's, you know, why other people have, like, staff and volunteers and crew members and shit like that, because they make money. We don't make money. You have to give us money for us to have money. Otherwise, we just do this for free, and we kind of go broke doing it. Anyways, Joey's being silly in the comments, and it looks like the fucking troll monitors are done seeing what the broadcast is about.
Right.
You fucking pathetic fucking infants. Anyways. Soon, dearies. Very soon. Repent. It's never too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. Bow, 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 bow. Alright. So now we got fucking Entertainment Tonight on the boob tube. That ain't gonna do. I don't know what the hell that was. Apparently it's still there. Why is it still there? Go away!
Apparently when you move the antenna... Oh, there we go. We lost a bunch of channels.
Okay.
Oh, I could have solved that.
You wanna solve that?
I want
Okay.
to solve that. That's not the right channel.
Fucking shh.
Can't solve that.
Trini, go away. That didn't help.
Getting the attention
Alright, you can stand
I deserve.
back there.
Or not.
Well, that's shit. Well, this broadcast is apparently over, so we're going to see if we can fix this crap, and get back to you later. Thanks for watching, and pray for us down here on the South Coast.